competition. See the Pacific Coast Shockwave in lane 2. And leading off for them, this will be Joshua Owens. Their lineup will be Kobi Obi, Zade Spencer, and Daniel Johnson. You can see Track Houston right next to them, featuring Mark Johnson III on the first leg, then Fabian Endicom, Trace Lamarck, and Benji Pascal. The American teams, Dynasty Track Club, Track Houston, the 2 Track Houston teams in this final, Arizona Speed, New Era Elite, Charlotte Flights, and USA Rockets Youth. Top team in this race belongs to Dynasty Track Club Incorporation. Time of 4:56:05, and the team of Mercy Markey, Braxton Moss, Maddox Markey, and Caleb Hunter. Second to them, Track Houston's A team, Cole McCullough, Grayson McCullough, Kane Waddy, and Jeremiah Foreman. Final, boys 8 and under, 4x400 meter relay. As we get things going here, from the inside out, Track Houston, Pacific Coast, Dynasty, Track Houston, Arizona Speed, New Era, Charlotte, and USA Rockets in this boys 8 and under 4x400 meter relay. That's Track Houston with the slight advantage in lane 4. That's McCullough leading the charge. And making up the stagger as well is Dynasty Track Club, one of the Markey brothers. That's Mercer. And down the home straightaway before they make their first exchange. And a late charge from McCullough to pull ahead of Dynasty Track. And McCullough will next pass off to Drayson McCullough. And Houston Track Houston gets that first exchange through. And Dynasty Track Club, Mercy Markey to Braxton Moss. So they'll stay in their lanes until the cut-in mark, which will come up right here at the cones. And McCullough makes an immediate turn into lane 1, with Moss right behind him in second. But Moss now tries to pass him on the outside. And Moss does pass him on the outside on the curve here, going into the last 200 meters on the second leg. It's Moss and McCullough. Dynasty versus Track Houston here in the final. As Moss now opens up the lead here on the final straightaway. He'll pass off to the other Markey brother, that's Maddox. The Maddox now on the third leg. And handing off for Track Houston, it is Kane Waddy. Maddox Markey now being passed up by Waddy. As Waddy flies down the backstretch. This is Kane Waddy. Almost has his headband over his eyes. Doesn't need to see, just needs to run fast and turn left. This is Kane Waddy and Markey now. Throwing in a surge here the last 100 meters as they head to the final exchange. Markey about to pass up on Waddy. And he does. One last final exchange between Dynasty Track and Track Houston. So it'll be Caleb Hunter and Jeremiah Foreman for the last 4 meters, and Jeremiah Foreman is flying on this first 100-meter stretch on this final exchange and settles in on the back stretch. Foreman well out in front of Hunter. They come up with 200 meters to go in this 8 and under boys competition. And perhaps Foreman may have paid the price for going out too hard that first 100 as he starts to slow down. Here comes Hunter. Hunter with the late push. And down the straightaway he goes. Caleb Hunter and Jeremiah Foreman. Foreman now with another surge. Foreman. It'll be Foreman with the win. Track Houston takes the win. There's Jeremiah Foreman. You can see the pain on his face. He went hard for that first 100. Paid the price for a little bit, but nonetheless found one last gear to hold off Caleb Hunter and claim the national title for Track Houston. So 4:45.09 for Track Houston, 4:45.25 for Dynasty Track. Just obliterating the rest of the field by 17 seconds. Just within 5 seconds of the national meet record. But a good competitive race between Track Houston and Dynasty Track. 68-second splits over that final 400 meters for both anchors.